Can you say about Tommy and that situation right there to lead you down the field?
Yeah, that's his job. Third game of over 100 quarterback rating. Made good decisions, took care of the ball, used him in the run game. We just keep developing him. He's improving. Still got stuff to work on, but like I said 2-3 times last week, I think he's a young player that's doing the right things, making the most of his opportunity. Earned the right to play today, and he earned the right to play the next week. Kid's done a good job.
Dave, that's sort of an adjustment you made at halftime. It seemed like he came out
With the quarterback stuff?
Yeah, with some zone.
Yeah, I'd say we ran more. Yeah, that's something that give Kafka and Bobby Johnson a lot of credit of, the discussion kind of right even before half, leading into it. We hit that one big one where he kind of ran into Wandell. But there was a lot of good discussion on the sideline, in the headset at halftime, spearheaded by Kafka and Bobby.
I mean, you have the game possibly sealed with Saquon on the long run. I mean, it's right on your sideline. It's just such a crazy
Pro football.
play. What's that?
Pro football. Things happen. So we had to go make it tough on ourselves, but drive down in 2 minutes with a rookie quarterback, made good decisions, and nail a field goal with a new kicker. But probably like to do it the other way. Yeah.
What was the conversation like with Tommy, on the last drive, trying to keep his composure and stuff?
Yeah, you don't have to worry about that. He keeps his composure. There was really nothing. Here's a couple plays we like. Go out there and rip that. Pretty simple.
Brian, the team looks as though, not Tommy going down the field, but his teammates look like they have a lot of confidence in him. They seem composed, not just Tommy.
Yeah, they do. I'd say really all three phases. The defensive guys do. But again, he's earned that, and he knows we got plenty to work on. He's only started 4 games, but they do. They see him at practice. He has good practices. He's not afraid to turn it loose. I mean, that flea flicker we ran, what a play by Wandell, who I know was getting asked by Wandell last week. I think he played pretty good too. Had a lot of confidence in him. I was one of those where he came off to me after we scored a touchdown. He goes, I know, I short-armed it a little bit. I saw him wide open. He goes, I'll make good decisions. I said, I know you will, man. But he does a good job of seeing it. Again, tough game against a good team. They don't give up a lot of points usually. We did enough. There's still a lot of things we could do better. We had some short fields that we could have capitalized on. As Paul alluded to, we obviously, turned it over there at the end, which, Saquon feels terrible about, and I feel for him. It was just kind of a fluke deal where we let it go. But 60-minute game, we knew it would be. They've been a successful team in December. So proud of our guys.
What do you make of being one game out of the final playoff spot?
Yeah, well, we're going to focus on New Orleans. We got a short week, so the guys are going to get in early. We're gonna just focus on this week, like we always do. Be a tough environment down there. They just played a good game, so enjoy this one here for a couple hours and get to work here early. Short a day on preparation.
Tommy with the sack tonight, how much was there an emphasis from to use his legs if you felt pressure, or how do you avoid the sacks better tonight?
Well, that's always an emphasis. That's just feeling the pocket. So something we evaluated and looked at. And again, all those, the sacks are, I think I've been asked this last week too. Sacks are a result of a lot of things. Could be better up front, could be better at quarterback, could be better getting separation, could be better at blocking protection. But I think he's worked really hard and trusting his feet and taking off when he needs to take off, or trying to find an outlet if he can find an outlet. I thought our scramble rules helped us. We worked hard on those this week. I know you asked a question about doing things a little bit differently. Scramble drill was one of them. We hit Isaiah in the back. Wandell makes a great catch on the sideline. So some of the stuff that you work on, it's good to see come to fruition in a game.
If there's a fourth quarter comeback, that's like a notch that a quarterback gets on his belt. I mean, it's that's not easy to do.
No, I just say it's a team game. So everybody's responsible. Again, it was a tough opponent. We knew they were going to be a good football team, a tough out. 60-minute game. That's where most of their games have been. And then, to have that swing of events and to be able to, stay focused, locked in. Kafka called a great game. Did a great job in a 2-minute. It was very similar to a 2-minute situation we had in practice. He was really focused, dialed in, gave him good plays. Tommy executed the plays. He knew him. Wandell made the biggest play, made a great route, created great separation on a bow route there. And then Randy, made the kick, field goal protection. So, but again, it was a good win. But short week, got a lot of work to do leading up to New Orleans.
What was the plan with Dexter tonight? Just obviously on a
Pitch count. Yeah. Yep.
On that Wildcat run to Wandale, Saquon, was that part of the play call for him to fake that he had fumbled the handoff? Did you see him do that?
No. No.
He did that on his own.
Did he improv that?
No, it was just the ball handling could have probably been a little bit better. The ball handling, I was like, crap when I saw it, but then he held on to it, and then he skirted out there. And then we ran it again later in the game. They did a good job of playing it. They kind of squeezed and moved around, and Saquon just tried to save the play. But that was a big play. It was a good call by Mike.
Dave, speaking of improv, you look like Isaiah rolled to his right with Tommy.
Yeah,
And that
yeah,
touchdown,
scramble.
Tommy rolled to his right, and
Yeah, scramble
Isaiah
rolls.
rolled to his improv
Yeah,
rolled to the right there.
yeah, and look, we did 2 periods against our defense this week where it was 2 5-play periods. 3 of them were just drop back, call the play, but I told DeVito under no circumstances throw it on time. Make sure you scramble. And we got to do a good job of it. Our defense has to do a good job against Love when he does it. So it's something we practiced. I'd say put a high emphasis on this week. And it was 2 good plays that we made out of it, So guys did a good job of taking things to practice, to taking it to the field.
What does it say about your team? You were 2-8. You won 3 in a row with your backup quarterback. You're in the playoff hunt. Despite starting that way this season.
Well, all we try to do is do our best each week. Prepare as hard as we can to go out there and play as good as we can on game day. Our coaches do it. Our players do it. It's a close-knit group. I'd say both coaches and players. Tough league. Again, talked about it I don't know how many times last year, this year. It's a league of adversity. So you got to be able to weather storms with a positive mindset, with good solutions, with great focus, intensity, passion, competitiveness, all the things that you need to try to be a competitive team. That's all we focus on. Certainly results are not always what you want, but you believe in your process and you go out there and try to keep improving.
You brought the playoffs up. Sorry, one more. You brought the playoffs up this week to your players. Did you bring it up to them in there?
Yeah, what I say to the players will stay in-house. We'll get ready to play New Orleans.
Brian, can you appreciate, though, the uniqueness of what Tommy's doing? Because, we see first-round picks, second-round picks who can't do this. We see big free agent signings who can't do this.
Yeah, I don't really worry about free agents, where they're picked, when they're picked. That doesn't matter to me. We have a philosophy on how we teach our quarterbacks. He's bought in. He's worked really hard. Look, he's 4 games in, too, so, I know he's had 3 pretty good games, good decisions. He'll be the first to say that he's got a lot of work on. I appreciate how he handles himself. I appreciate how he is during the week. I appreciate, when guys are leaving, he's in the meeting rooms and meeting with Shea and Kafka, for quite some time, the way he's handling it. I know it's probably not easy for him, being that he's from around here. I kind of know how that goes. So there's a lot on your plate that's going on, and you got to keep the main thing, which is football. And again, we've had 4 games with him. I'm proud of him. He's put a lot of work in since he's got here, since the first day he, was working out in the local pro day. But he spent a lot of time in the meeting rooms. He's earning what he's getting. But again, we got a long way to go. I know first round free agent. That again, we have a way we teach our quarterbacks. We believe in it. We try to put them in the best position, but they ultimately have to go out there and do it at a high level. And I'm not really worried about 300-yard passing games or this or that. His objective is to take care of the ball and lead the team down to score points, regardless of the quarter, and play your best when it counts the most. And the only way you do that is through your preparation, your hard work. And again, I think Shea and Kafka, and I think they do a really good job of developing quarterbacks. So time will tell. We'll have a tough one this week against a really good defense.
What were your emotions? What were you thinking when you got the ball back after the Saquon fumble at your 25-yard line? What was going through your head?
Just go win the football game. Go execute a drive that we practice every day before practice, which is a 2-minute drive. We do it every day, different situations. Over all the practices, we've had that exact situation or something very similar to it. So just go out, execute the offense, and go win a game.
How much do you like being in that situation?
I mean, you enjoy it when it's an outcome like this, right? I enjoy being on the field any play, no matter what play it is, so I'm just trying to enjoy it.
Did you say anything to your teammates in the huddle before that drive?
Let's go win the game. It's on us, on the offense.
Did you know you were going to have a big role this week with your legs? I mean, was that something more at halftime that they kind of talked about?
Yeah, I mean, it's always in every game plan every week. It's just how much we utilize it. Depends on what the defense is doing. And it just so happened to come up in the second half.
Isaiah said he was impressed the way you stuck your foot in the ground and on that long run that got to the 1-yard line. I mean, was that, did you like that play a lot?
I did, yeah. It's something I'm comfortable with. I've done it a lot in high school, I've done it in college, so something I've kind of done for a little while now.
Did you ever have fireworks go off for a non-touchdown?
I'm not going to lie. That was the first time. I was on the verge of celebrating, on the verge of not. I was like, Wasn't a touchdown, but we got say in.
The guy who launched the fireworks thought it was a touchdown.
I appreciate it for that. I appreciate the belief.
What about the touchdown pass to Isaiah in the back corner? What did you see on that play? How did that develop?
Yeah, so they played a good defense to it. Just scramble drill, something that we've emphasized a lot, honestly, this week in practice especially. And he made a great play, great catch, touchdown. So,
what did you say to him, or did Saquon say to you after the fumble?
That he's all good. Always, I believe in him. Same thing happens if I turn the ball over. He's the first one to come up to me. So when something in that situation happened the way it did, I was the first one to go up to him. Tell him, we're good, flush it, we're going to go win the game. That's kind of a reversal of roles, though, for basically the face of the franchise and still a rookie quarterback. Yeah, we have a high level of respect for each other, so we don't think of it anything like that. But that's how it is.
Tom, what does it say about this team that you were 2-8 3 weeks ago and in the playoff hunt now? Just continuing to fight. I think in every game we've played this year that we showed that we never gave up on any snap, no matter what the score was. Never looked up at the scoreboard, just kept on fighting each and every play, each and every game, and it's starting to come to fruition with some of these games in the past now, and we're just going to keep trying to go 1-0 each week.
Tommy, you probably already answered this, but what did you think of your defense tonight?
They're unreal. Offensively, we could have helped them out more, getting some points or better field position with the turnovers that they were giving us. That's something we got to clean up, but they've done a tremendous job being able to get us the ball back, get stops how they did, and hold an offense and a team like that to that many points.
How much was your success running? Was that something that was pre-planned, or is it something that just sort of unfolded during the game?
It was something that unfolded during the game. It's kind of in every game plan that we have week in and week out, and kind of depends on what the defense is playing, and just so happened to come up in the second half.
What did you see? What did you see from the defense that made you think that?
All the DNs just trying to go tackle Say in the backfield. So they're like, all right, well, let's read them now. So when they do that, I pull it, and I'm on the edge.
Tommy, when Saquon fumbled, was there a oh no moment, or what was the reaction?
I mean, at first, I didn't really know what happened. The reaction was, oh, this dude's running with the ball. They didn't blow the whistle. We got to get him down. So that was the first thing. And then after, stuff happens in games. On to the next play. Whether it's been me in the past throwing an interception, he's the first one there to tell me next play, I believe in you. So I was right there doing the same thing with him.
You said the same thing.
Yep.
Were you seeing their rush, the rush lanes well? It seemed like anytime there was pressure, you were escaping, scrambling very well, avoiding those sacks. Yeah, the O-line did a really good job.
That's all it really was. They did a great job. Lanes opened up, and I took advantage of them when they were there. But testament to those guys holding that D-line to that.
I know that it's been a focus of you, avoiding sacks, avoiding the negative plays. Do you think you did a better job with that today? Obviously, you weren't sacked.
I was going to say, I'd say you went pretty well today with no sacks, right? I wish we could do that every week. I'm going to strive to do that every week, but I know that's not the reality. It always But yeah, just trying to get better on some little things each and every week. Try to clean up things during the week in practice, watching film, and I look forward to see what this game had for me to work on.
Does a quarterback, especially a guy like you who's a rookie, does a fourth quarter comeback late? You need things on your resume and things that you do. First win, first snap, first this. Does fourth quarter comeback mean something to you?
I guess it might just something, I don't know. Not really to me, honestly. It's just football. Try to go score every drive, but especially in that situation, like I said before, it was something that we practice day in and day out. So to be able to execute that in a game was positive.
What was your reaction right after the field goal? One.
I was standing next to Dave's.
Yeah.
We were at first. I don't know if you wanted me saying this, but at first he wasn't gonna look. And then he was like, "I'm gonna look." I was like, "All right." So we stood right next to each other, and it was just, as soon as we saw it going, just pure excitement. I grabbed him, hugged him, told him I loved him, and celebrated with my teammates.
He came to you in the locker room and had a few words for you. What was he telling you there?
Yeah, just continue to stay the course, continue to try to get better each and every day. Same stuff he tells me week in and week out, even when I was on practice squad through OTAs and camp. Just tell me, just keep trying to strive each and every day, pick something new out to get better at, and that's how you're going to make it.
How much different did it feel like during the huddle there, if at all? That last final drive.
Not crazy. Just knew it was on us on the offense. A lot of times in these past couple weeks, in these past couple games, a lot of it's been on the defense to end the game, and this time it was the offense's turn. And it was the same, like I said, the same routine we do in practice.
What did you see on that throw to Wandale, the big 32-yarder there?
Yeah, we had the same play call earlier in the first quarter. I missed them on it. A little bit of a different defense, but similar kind of playing call. But they played man, Wandale one-on-one. I like that matchup a lot. You ran a great route. Offensive line gave me a perfect pocket. Gave him a chance. He made a play.
Tom, you've always said that you felt like you belonged here in this league, but to do this 3 weeks in a row and the way you've done it as a starter, do you have any moments where you take a step back and truly appreciate what you're accomplishing now individually?
I think I will probably later on when I get home after this and I go see my family and everybody else. Like when all that kind of dies down, I'm just kind of alone or with my parents and my brother. That's when I kind of reflect on everything.
Is that also part of your confidence, though, that you don't allow that to kind of take center stage for yourself?
Yeah, of course. I think as a quarterback, you have to stay even keel through it all, because when you're winning like we are now, everything is high. And when you lose, everything's low. So as a quarterback, you have to be able to stay even through it all. So I take pride in that. Something that I've grown obviously over time from when I was playing, from when I was 5, throughout high school and college, just continuing to grow that part of my game.
Did you happen to see the clip at all? I think it was after your touchdown pass. Sean, your dad, and your brother?
I did not.
They were celebrating, gave each other kisses on the cheek.
Oh, God. I'm going to have to go find that one after this. I'm sure it was pure comedy.
They're going to be famous now.
It's good for business.
Tommy, you guys are, when you look at the standings, and I don't know if you have or you haven't, but I mean, you guys are one game out of a playoff spot. Is that something that strikes a chord with this team?
It does. I mean, Say said it the other day that, everything we want is in front of us, but at the end of the day, it's 1-0 each week. Obviously, it sounds like a very coach's thing to say, like 1-0, only focus on the week, but that's truly what it is, because if you look too far ahead, you'll get got, and we're just continuing day in and day out, staying through this process.
I was running. I knew what the sideline was trying to make sure I didn't go out of bounds, situation. Trying to fall down, and the ball just popped out on me, which is inexcusable. So, gotta be better. Can't put my team in that situation.
Saquon, can you describe the range of emotions between the time that ball got free and the time the winning field goal goes through the uprights?
Yeah, definitely a lot of praying going on. Didn't even watch the field goal. Gray told me to keep my head down. He gonna watch it for me. But I had a faith that we're gonna make it. You don't want to. I don't know, the player that I know I am and I want to be, I can't let that happen. And but also that happens to great players in the league, and I want to be a great player in this league. So it's about how you respond, and I got to respond. I got to get back to drawing board, get better, come out like fire next Sunday.
Does Bullock get a steak dinner? Does Bullock get a steak dinner?
Whatever he wants, man. Whoever he wants. Tell him, get me up. Whatever he needs. We can go Carbone, wherever he wants. Any restaurant in New York you want, let me know.
What did Tommy show you on that last drive there? 4 for 4, could lead you guys down in 93 seconds.
Great. I think the biggest thing in that situation, just stay calm. Don't force anything. Two of those throws were check downs. One was a big throw to Wandale. I forgot the other one. I think 3 of those were, just reading the defense, taking what they give you, snapping, and keep going. That's rare for a rookie quarterback, but with the confidence and swagger he plays with, you could feel it through the stadium, you could feel it on the sideline, and happy we were able to get the win today.
How much does that get reinforced by a win like this against perhaps playoff team?
Yeah, you acknowledge it, understanding that that's still here, but still got a lot to do. So you can't get too focused on that. I think Coach said it best: keep the main thing, and that's what we got to continue to do. Watch film, get better from this, and get ready for opponent. Going to a tough environment next week against Saints, and got to try to find a way to get another win.
What do you think of your defense tonight and the times that you saw?
Our defense is amazing. Yeah. Our defense don't get enough credit. All those guys every week go out there and ball out, play lights out.
Thibodeaux and Dexter look dominant tonight.
They're monsters. Z's got back in the flow, getting him a sack too. Make big plays. They've been making big plays, all year long. And I think as an offense, we're starting to find our stride a little bit more. So, on the back stretch of this thing, hopefully we continue to do that.
Dex, how much does it energize this defense when the offense has 2 75-yard touchdown drives marching down the field like that?
That's big to see. That allows us to rest on a little bit on defense, and we watch every play, whatever play we can for the offense, and we're cheering them on. We got their back. They know that. So I think the whole thing is just continue to believe and have each other back. It's going to happen. Adversity is going to come up, but just keep believing and having each other back, and it can go anywhere.
How much does belief grow when you win 3 in a row, even though you were dug a hole for yourselves earlier in the season?
Oh, that's huge. Just you continue to bring that morale back when you're winning. Winning feels good, and the message is let's just continue to feel that good feeling.
Saquon made some waves earlier this week when he said that you guys are still in it, even though a lot of people may not have thought so. I mean,
Dexter!
is there that belief for you?
Best in the league, man. That's what I say. Best in the league. It ain't a question, so don't question.
No, actually, no.
Is there a belief, though, that this team is capable of reeling off some wins and making a playoff push?
If that's what it is, we can win, and if winning keeps us in the playoff hunt, then that's what it is, and that's just our goal to just go win next week against the Saints.
You guys are getting hot at the right time. That's kind of a dangerous time to be getting hot. I mean, do you feel like this is possible?
I think anything is possible for real. I think we got guys in here that that knows, just want to win and want to compete and have heart, and it was easy for us to not even go on this 3-game win streak, So we just got to keep that going and keep the same energy, keep practicing well, keep coming to meetings, keep doing more meetings, keep just being around each other, just building chemistry and morale even at the end of the season.
How are you physically?
I'm solid. Yeah. Push through it for my guys. I was on a little play count, but had to make the plays I was in count.
Well, how limited did they have you in terms of the percentage of plays?
Pretty limited. I didn't get my normal play count, but I tried to affect the game while I was in there.
What about the takeaways? You guys are making an epidemic out of this in the last month.
Yeah, it's huge. It's contagious. They say it comes in bunches, and guys doing a great job flying to the ball, picking up fumble recoveries, stripping the ball, getting picks, just playing with great awareness and anticipation.
Bobby, there was that report a couple weeks ago with the whole wink thing and all that stuff. What did you make of what his plan was going in today? I mean, as Paul just said, they came in with Love was playing really well, starting to compare him to Aaron Rodgers and all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
What did you make of his plan going in?
Wink's just been the mastermind to our success on defense this whole season. Right now, we're playing very confident. We're playing with a lot of anticipation, a lot of situational awareness, and that's a testament to Wink and just how he prepares us throughout the week.
Bobby, did that report kind of light a fire under you guys? It seems like in the last couple of weeks you've been playing especially at a high level.
Yeah, not really. I mean, seeing that report, it was kind of just one in one ear, out the other. Didn't really hold too much weight to it, but we all love Wink. We all love playing in this defense. We're all getting better.
Saquon made some waves this past week when he said that you guys are still in it, even though a lot of people didn't think that was the case. You're smiling now. I mean, do you have that belief? Is a playoff run possible with this team?
I mean, anything's possible, with the parity in the NFL and how close, all these games and teams are. But, Saquon's such a a motivational, inspirational leader for us. He really does a great job leading this team, and we feed off his energy.
I mean, 3 straight wins. You guys are getting hot at the right time.
Yeah, we feel good. We're playing confident football. We just got to keep it rolling.
Bobby, in a game where there were so many crazy plays and big plays and things like that, a failed 2-point conversion sometimes might get lost. But if you stack up the numbers, kind of important, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was a big 2-point conversion at the end, but that's the NFL. Every down, every situation is important, and we're playing with great situational awareness right now.
I mean, you made that play, right? So you have to come down from giving up a touchdown.
Yep.
Okay, we might have just blown this game here, and now you got to make that play. I mean, what was your mindset? And you seem to read that play very nicely.
Yeah, just next play mentality. That was kind of like one of their go-to plays. Obviously, got to have a situation, just playing with awareness and anticipation. We're just playing good football right now. We got to keep it rolling.
From a personal standpoint, why do you think you're having more success this year, maybe statistically at least, than last year?
Because I've been putting the work in, man. Sometimes, it's either 2 things. It's not your time yet, or you're not putting enough work in. For me, it's my time, and, I'm grateful for it.
What was the defense's mentality when Saquon fumbled?
To be honest, we didn't even talk about it. We didn't even, sit back and dwell on it. Once it happened, and they said that, if you know the rules, he could get back up in that situation. So it was a surprise to us, but, we didn't stop working.
What did you make of Wink's plan going in? I mean, they came in pretty 3 in a row. Love was playing well.
I mean, like I said, if this was Madden, I'd play Madden just how Wink called the game, right? So when you talk about his play call, his execution, I trust it to the fullest, and I'm always happy with it.
I'm not sure if you answered this already, but Danny DeVito, did anybody see this coming? Did you see this coming? Do you think even he saw this coming?
Man, football is any given Sunday. So you put any guy that's capable in a position to play, it's going to be on them to step into that moment. And he's been stepping into the moment tremendously, man. I'm happy for him. I'm happy for his family. And I just hope he continue to stay on this hot streak.
You described the script there, the fumble unlucky, what you see there. I mean, that looked, you knew it was a fumble all the way.
Yeah, I knew it was a fumble. I mean, he was down in front of me, but as you can see, a lot of times quarterbacks fall on people's bodies. So when I seen the ball, I just went to rip it. It came out. That's all she wrote.
Has Danny put you on to any new Italian food yet?
Danny, nah, he ain't put me on no Italian food. That's his problem. I need to get on it.
Why is it how confident do you feel like the defense is playing at this point?
We start to get to know each other, man. We watch film together, we eat together, we have fun together. So now, when we on the field, it's kind of that same thing, and it's spewing through our play.
Saquon made some headlines earlier this week when he said, you guys are still in it, even though a lot of people didn't believe it. Now you've won 3 in a row. I mean, is there that belief in this locker room that a playoff run is possible?
I mean, we believe it. As long as we continue to believe, anything is possible. So that's what we're going to do.
You would have asked him like a year ago if he'd be in this position, he'd probably be like, heck no. But, he's here, winning 3 straight games, primetime games, leading us on 2-minute drives. So, I'm just so happy for him.
Isaiah, he's supposed to be green, right? He's supposed to be young and green and inexperienced. What was he like during the final winning drive in the huddle?
Yeah, he just gave a quick pep talk on the sideline, just like, hey, everyone keep your composure, lock in, let's go win this game. And, it was just that mentality between everyone, from the O-line, running backs, receivers, just let's work our way down the field, and when it's time to win versus man, let's do it.
What was most impressive about his ability to run the ball today, whether it was planned by design or tucking it away and escaping the pressure?
Like I said, just that confidence, man. He wasn't trying to slide or do any of that. He was getting extra yards. I was behind him on that play when he just put his leg into the ground and juked the DB and got to the 1-yard line. I was literally amazed. I was like, oh my gosh, you don't even see that out of receivers sometimes. And he's just you could see it in his eyes. He wanted that end zone. He wanted that touchdown. So that just spreads to everybody. So.
Say, talk about your touchdown. Did you improv with him?
Yeah, just a scramble. We've worked all the time. Hey, if you get to this point in the end zone, you need to go here, work with the quarterback, be friendly. And at the end of the day, Tommy kept his eyes downfield and gave me a chance in the corner of the end zone. He very easily could have just kept running or thrown it out of balance, but he gave me a chance. That's all you can ask for.
You guys were 2-8 a couple weeks ago. Now you're 1 game out of the last playoff spot. Is that even it? You believe that's where you guys are at?
Yeah, it's kind of crazy to see the shift. I'm not gonna lie, because a lot of people riding this off, and we're saying crazy things about tanking and everything, and this team just kept being resilient, kept at it, and we kept fighting, and here we are now. So
what was the message in here that kept you guys on track throughout that lean times?
Is that mine?
No, I'm saying what you doing.
Put it in the trash. Yeah. My bad. You know, just like the message of just like, you know, keep stacking it one by one. Like we knew that there was like a couple games like that didn't go our way that really should have. Like, and you guys know what games I'm talking about. And it's like, all right, like we can't do anything about that. If we win a couple of those games, our record's way different. Like we know we're there. We know we can compete with teams. Like so, let's go out there and just like put it together and execute more. And you know, a couple bad things went our way, a couple injuries and stuff, but this team stayed resilient and kept on fighting. So you know, like I'm happy to be a part of it.